Hey guys, this is Anna from Hotoptionbabe. I have a chart of the E-minis on the screen, and I'm going to go through the daily. I'm going to go through the 60 and the 30 for you today. And what I want to show you is, right now we have, now I haven't drawn it on here. I've got so many drawings on here, sometimes it gets confusing, but we are in a bearish rising wedge at this time. So as we go higher, we're getting more and more tight at the top, which is your wedge. Now take a look at this, and this is what tells me we're nearing a top in this wave 5. Now, could it go on for another few weeks? Yes, absolutely. You know, it's a holiday, it's a light volume, and you know what happens. They don't want to let the markets fall before all you people go out shopping and spending all your money that you think you have in your 401k, if you have a 401k. So that's usually what happens. And with light volume, they always say never short a dull market. But what I usually do is always have a couple puts on for insurance. But right now I'm 98% cash. Okay, and I just mostly intraday trade during these times because there's a lot of chop and a lot of sideways movement. Now, if we take a look at the chart here, you can see clearly the divergence that's happening, okay? And the more the divergence happens as the price moves up, the sharper the corrective wave will be down, okay? We are still pointing up, and we are in an overbought area, but we're still in a buy mode at this moment in time. Okay, so there you go. And if you look through the past here, you can see when we had that falling wedge, we moved higher. Excuse me. I always got frogs in my throat during this time of year. Okay, let's look at the 60-minute. Now, what I've drawn for you here on the 60-minute, some retracement levels. And pretty much all week is basically what we did is go sideways. And we ended Friday with a little bit of a higher high here at 1236.25. We keep on retesting this 1221 area, you know, and every time we get there, we seem to bounce off of it. So these are your retracement levels: 1221, 1211, 1204, 1196, 1185, 1172, which has proved to be a huge support level here. Now we still on the oscillator have, or the acceleration oscillator, in this case it's still accelerating, it's still in a buy mode. We're still in overbought on the stochastics, but we're still pointing up. So could we keep, that's why I say we could keep on melting up for another week until Christmas is over. I have a cat crying. Let's take a quick look at the 30, and there you have some divergence now. There you have your price declining, your price moving up with your you having deceleration. That is bearish in the short term, but we saw it on the daily, so it could bounce along the top here until the holidays are over, and then we're gonna have a nice fat decline. I think that's gonna be more severe than we think, but that's what I'm looking for on the E-minis. The same would be on the SPX, the Qs. Basically the same. Tech seems to hold in there better than anything. They have a lot of cash. People go to tech, and this is the time of year that tech does really well. It's usually the first quarter that it doesn't. So we'll be watching for that. Apple's at all new highs here, and a few other tech stocks like Netflix that's ridiculous, that stock. But it is what it is, and you know, I don't trade it so much anymore. It's just too whippy for me. I'd rather do the futures. It's much cleaner trading for me to do the futures in a short time frame, especially gold. It was really one of my favorites. So I'm looking for maybe a top around 1250 here as a final top for the year. Could it go higher? Yeah, but it's really starting to peter out here. Let's go back to the daily, and I'll come in Q-tip. Let me delete this so we can see this a little bit better. Let me hide this. Okay, we're going to hide those. We do have a little bit of a bull flag here, so we could keep on pushing a little bit higher, but see this price divergence. But we have, let me get my trend line. The cat's out there crying her eyes out. And I'm going to do this real fast because I'm going to have to, you know, call this a end of the, there you go. There's your rising wedge. Now that's not drawn perfectly, but you get the idea that this is going to peak out and then roll over. Okay, thanks everybody. Enjoy your holidays. If I don't get a chance, I'm sure I'll say it again, but happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, happy Kwanzaa, and if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. But this is a crazy time of the year for me, and I can't wait till it's over so we can get back to normalcy, or what's so-called normalcy. Still waiting to see about those Bush tax cuts. I think they're definitely going to go through, but the estate tax is what's really sticking a craw on the Democrat side. I would like to see them raise the tax cuts for people making like $750,000 and up, not $250,000. That would, to me, make a lot of sense, because I mean, in some people, for $250,000, a family of four, that's not in let's say Chicago. It's not a lot of money. It's nothing really. But when you get up to $750,000, those people can afford to pay higher taxes. And but it is what it is, and you know it's going to be what it's going to be. They play these political games, and you know how I feel about politics is that I hate them, and I don't enjoy politicians. I don't like them. I don't trust them. And we know that the Fed has way too much power, and I'd like to see him abolished completely. So anyway, you guys have a great one, and I will see you soon. And we'll be watching to see when we get some clearer pictures of when we're going to, you know, see this next wave down. Okay, have a great one. Bye.